Chinese President Xi Jinping has delivered his New Year's address in the last hour, placing strong emphasis on the country's economic growth in the coming year. Mr. Xi says his country has met the economic targets of the 14th five-year plan, with its GDP expected to surpass the $20 trillion mark this year. On the issue of Taiwan, Mr. Xi said that the reunification of the motherland is, I quote, unstoppable, saying that Chinese on both sides of the Taiwan Strait share a bond of kinship. This comes after China staged 2 days of military drills encircling the island. And for more, we now have CNA's Deborah Wong to break down President Xi's New Year's address. Now, Deb, what in the Chinese leader's speech stood out for you in particular?
Well, the focus of the entire speech really lies in the economy. And Mr. Xi says that China has endured challenges in fulfilling the 14th five-year plan. And now the next step they need to do is to embrace globalization, grow its own capabilities, as well as deepen reform. So he says that innovation really is going to be center to all this. Innovation, after all, in his words, does propel high-quality development. And just like how he referenced examples of humanoid robots as well as large-scale artificial intelligence models that Chinese companies have developed have actually gained traction across the world and really propelled China's reputation in the tech space. So innovation has also allowed China to achieve breakthroughs in independent chip development. And that really is going to be featuring in its self-reliance, that self-resilience, in fact, for science and technology that China has put forth in its 15th five-year plan. So all these are not just buzzwords, they have been already included in the proposals for the next round of five-year plans, and they'll be finalized in the upcoming 2 sessions in Beijing in March. And we will also find out more details when that time comes around on how China intends to achieve all that.
Now, Deb, Beijing had earlier hit back at some concerns of foreign countries over the military drills around Taiwan. What can we read into China's response on these cross-strait tensions?
So foreign countries like the US, UK, Australia, Japan, and even the EU have called the drills concerning destabilizing as well as a deliberate escalation. And some even said that they oppose any attempts to maintain a status quo in the Taiwan Strait. Now, China's foreign ministry had come out to slam these remarks, calling them hypocritical, and also saying that they, in fact, do turn a blind eye to China's, turn a blind eye to external interference in China's affairs. Earlier this evening, the PLA had confirmed that they've completed the drills and tested the joint combat capabilities of the troops, but they still remain on high alert for any separatist activities. In Xi's New Year message, he did make reference to national sovereignty. He listed out some key moments in 2025, such as the hosting of the military parade in Beijing several months ago, really to mark the end, 80 years since the end of World War II, and also the establishment of Taiwan Retrocession Day, which China says marks the return, the end of Japanese rule of Taiwan. Now, on Taiwan, in his speech specifically, the tone was actually quite similar to his last year's speech, where he talked about how, despite the recent military drills, the tone was still quite measured. He said that blood ties between compatriots on both sides of the Taiwan Strait are thicker than water, and that reunification is unstoppable. Angela.
Deb, thank you so much for that update. That was CNA's Deborah Wong, live from Hong Kong.